An old woman accidentally drops her money, and a little schoolgirl quickly picks it up, calls from behind, and lovingly says, "Auntie! Auntie! You dropped your money!" Miss Ima smiles and says, "Yes, yes, little princess. This is indeed my money," and she starts to leave with the money, but Malaika calls her from behind. Miss Ima turns around and takes out some money to give her, but Malaika refuses to take it and says very seriously, "I don't want this money." Then she takes a small slip of paper out of her pocket and gives it to her, and worriedly asks, "Can you tell me about this person?" The old woman looks at the slip and is shocked, and asks suspiciously, "Do you have this man's number?" Malaika nervously says, "Yes, Auntie, I have it, but I don't have a mobile phone." So Miss Ima takes out her mobile and says, "No problem, write it here, I'll dial it." Malaika quickly takes the phone, dials the number, and then gives the phone back to Miss Ima. When Miss Ima sees the number, she is startled and worriedly asks, "What is your relation with this man?" Malaika immediately replies, "He is my father." Miss Ima says, "I think you're misunderstanding something, or maybe you're lying." Malaika quickly says, "I swear, he is my father." On the other side, Mr. William comes and lovingly says to Malaika, "Oh, you're here." Malaika happily says, "Dad, I got admission in the big sports academy." Mr. William says, "Wow, that's very good news." And then looking at her admission form, he says, "My daughter will make our country proud." Malaika sadly says, "But I don't have the money to go." Mr. William starts talking to his wife, but she gets angry and walks away. Malaika quickly apologizes to her father and says, "I came here and ruined your relationship." Mr. Williams says, "No, daughter, nothing like that. Keep this amount for now, I'll send the rest." Malaika worriedly says, "Dad, I don't want to become a problem for you." Miss Ima comes back and angrily asks, "Girl, you're still here?" Malaika says, Sorry, I was just leaving," and she starts to go. Miss Ima stops her and says, "This company is the one I've run with great hard work. It is not your father's. So return this money and leave." Malaika sadly returns the money and starts to leave. Miss Ima angrily says to Mr. William, "First you hid everything from me, and now without asking you even gave her money?" Mr. William replies, "My child is already dying inside from loneliness after her mother's death. Do you want her to die from hunger too?" Miss Ima explains, "Giving money is not a big thing. Do something good for her." Mr. William irritably says, "Then you tell me, what should I do?" Miss Ima gives a beautiful answer. "This child doesn't just need money. She needs someone who stands with her, gives her confidence, supports her, and assures her that I am with you. Just work hard and make your country proud. That's why. Let's keep her with us." Mr. William happily says, "You are a very kind and compassionate woman." Malaika comes running and lovingly says, "Mom! Dad!" And both of them call her towards them, and she runs and falls into their arms, and she leaves behind a very beautiful message. If the heart is pure and sincere, real or step relationships do not matter. Do you all agree with this?